Hey, good evening YouTube, how are you all? Hello to all my fellow air gunners, hope you're all alright. Yes, it is that season, Halloween, so happy Halloween. As of recording this now, it's Halloween tomorrow, so yeah, happy Halloween to everybody. Thought I've not done a video in a while, that's because I've not purchased any new air guns for a while. But we'll see what Santa brings, so hopefully new air guns will be coming. But yeah, long story short, what I have been purchasing, and it's not as expensive as air guns, are cases for my air pistols and air rifles. So again, without further ado, I'm just gonna get into what cases I've got. This may interest some people, might be quite boring to some people, but I just thought I might do, let's say, hopefully it's a quick video, just to really show you what cases I've got. And if you haven't already, like how to protect your air pistols, from even if you're shooting outside or from weathering and all that good stuff. So yeah, and the actual sort of merchandise type cases. So first off, this is your normal case that you can get from Amazon. Loads of every airgun shop sells these. They're actually really good. They're quite generic. Again, these are made in Taiwan. Again, it's really good hinges on them. These are actually good solid ABS plastic. Yeah, I've got my Airgun Detective stickers on there. That's another great channel. But yeah, again, it's a really good case. And good thing I like about it is if you do have sort of the thinner padlocks, you can padlock it up. But I like the clips on it are quite sturdy, so when you seal it, nice audible click, Happy with that. And again, what we got today? There you go. A good old USP. Again, this is your standard size case, and again, let's get this beautiful beast out of the way. Again, yeah, these are unloaded. These are literally CO2 air pistols, just in case you're new to the channel. Never keep them loaded in the house. I never keep CO2 in the magazines because it will damage your seals, and I absolutely do not keep any steel BBs in any of these air weapons. So yeah, that is obviously clear. So yeah, again, this isn't about the actual airgun piece, but about the case. So again, you can see that's a hefty airgun, yeah. The USP, this is obviously based off the 45 model, the 45 ACP. You see the size of it, it's an absolute beast, okay? Got it in hand, it is a large pistol, alright? So even that, look, you've got plenty of room in these cases, and I keep me mags out of it, so I've got 2 mags for this. So keep your mags there, and plenty of room for you if you want to put the little Allen key or Allen wrench in there. You can maybe keep a couple of CO2s separated, maybe in like a tiny little plastic bag just wrapped up in there with some BBs. You can do. There's plenty of room for it. And this is actually pretty good form. And I mean, this has been its original case for a few years now. And I mean, you can actually see the imprint from the form, and this is just generic form. But I'll tell you something, it's lasted a long time. So yeah, it's well worth getting, if that makes sense. Some of the boxes they come in are pretty decent. There are some boxes that I will be keeping. For example, my Colt Single Action Army boxes, I'll probably keep the limited edition box, because it's limited edition, of course. But the other ones, I might obviously eventually get some very, very nice cases for them, since they're, sort of the vintage air guns, if that makes sense. So anyway, digress. Again, normal, nice, decent form. Keep some instructions in there. And what I'll do is just do with the instruction manuals, just keep it under the form there. So I've always got them. So yeah, that's my first case. Most of my air pistols are in these cases. But like I say, they're very generic. Crownland actually have started selling their air guns in these cases with the stickers on, to tell you what model they are, so yeah, pretty decent. So that's your bog standard generic case. Again, Amazon, any airgun shop, they have these cases. Happy with that? Lovely jubbly. Right now, this was, oh, by the way, that's, yeah, £10 to £15 off eBay. Sorry, and eBay, airgun shops, Amazon, the lot. Right, this one was about £10 off eBay. What I also did was, I've got another badge for this on the way, by the way. As you can see, I have a nice rubber FN badge, and I thought, oh, so I saw this case on eBay, and I like to just spruce up my airgun collection just by getting them decent cases, you know. Like I say, some of the boxes are decent, but I just like to get decent cases for them. Saw this one, and I thought, wow, okay, why don't I try and find some badges, because it's got Velcro on it. I'll find some badges, and lo and behold, found a seller in France that was selling this, and a proper FN badge, a nice patch, a rubberized patch. And what's not best to put in an FN bag than an FN. So there you go. So yeah, again, you got room. This is actually made for air guns, actually. So you've got a mag pouch up here, so you can put your mag in there, and then naturally you can keep a mag in the a magazine in the pistol, and spare mag up here. Also, which is really good, it's got this little zip here, and again, I do keep the Allen wrench and some spare BBs in there. So there's some BBs. Again, not loaded. I'll get it out in a sec to show you again anyway. But yeah, so that's got a little slot in there. There's your Allen key. Keep that in there. Little see-through sort of part there. Don't know, put a card in it, do whatever. But yeah, so there you go. Keep your CO2s in there. It's quite sturdy. They're quite good. And again, people think, oh, this isn't a hard case, it's a soft case, but it's actually got padding built within it. You just sort of see where I'm, touching with my thumbs there. It's actually, it's quite padded. So, again, did more, the beautiful 509 FN. There we go. Again, fully unloaded, of course. But yeah, sturdy straps on there. It's actually quite padded. So, yeah, this is another decent case for it. It's pretty nice. It keeps it safe. Yeah, so this is a pretty quick one, to be fair. It's quite, I just thought, I like to, don't know if it's quite sad really, but I just like, it's part of my hobby. I just like to maybe look out for the actual proper merch cases for my air weapons. Again, the FN ones that I did find on eBay with actually the hard case ones for the FN Reflex or different FN pistols. So I just got a generic case, which is this one. Yeah, it's soft, but it's still got its foam line, so it does protect it. And again, you can put your spare mag again there, and then keep it in the air gun itself if you really do so wish. So yeah, this was about £10 off eBay, and then again, bought the badge off a seller off eBay just to spice it up a bit, I suppose. So yeah, that's a soft case. Again, I have got another badge, an actual FN 509 badge coming. Again, it's rubberized, so I'm going to be moving this one across and then putting a bit of more decoration on it. And again, this is actually, it'll look big on camera, but it's actually quite small. You can fit this in a drawer. You can put this within another box if you really wanted to lock it up and all that good stuff. And again, not preaching, not trying to teach you to suck eggs. Do keep your air guns at least out the way. I know most of you do anyway, but yeah, locked up, hidden away, etc. Okay. So next again, I know some of you have already seen these. Again, for people who own the real Glock, this is a real Glock case. Normally the real steel Glocks, they'll have all the stickers on there and barcodes are telling you what model it is, what caliber it is, etc. The real steels, but again, this is just a generic one. But again, yeah, love the case. There's your Glock symbol there. Hardened ABS plastic, as per, and then nice little touch, Glock perfection on the old clips there. And again, I have got another one of these. They can stack on top of one another. They've got the little holes in there so they can stack on top of each other. So yeah, so as we open it up, ooh, 19 MOS. Again, actually, because this is a real Glock case, this actually came with, should have brought it down really, the barrel cleaning rod, the plastic one. It actually came with it. So yeah, keep the Allen key with it. Mag. I do keep the mag separate, and again, you can see where the mag's been, but this is quite, compared to the other basic case, this is quite decent quality foam. It's as good as foam gets. So yeah. Again, unloaded, nothing in. Safety first. So yeah, really good, decent form. Again, you can always, you know, I have the pistol sitting that way. I might one day decide to just turn it over. Gives it a bit of fresh, you know, you form a bit of a fresh, not a fresh start, but you know what I mean, like a bit of a different, so it doesn't wear out as quick. And again, just keep all the gumph in the bottom, instructions, the care for it and everything. Yeah, and again with these, actually it comes with these little slits here, so the foam, you seen here and here, it's got little slits in the foam, so when you do open it, the foam doesn't fall out, which happens with some cases. And that's quite a sturdy hinge on it as well. So yeah, there you go, some random stuff. So yeah. So yeah, happy with that. Pat it back down. Place that back in there. But yeah, and also what's nice about this is it's actually got some finger grooves on there. Nice finger grooves on there, so when you are carrying it, it's pretty decent. And again, nice and light as well. So yeah, bit of Glock merchandise. Just again, spices up my collection really. And next we have Sig Sauer case. So again, this is real steel case for the Sig Sauer. They come in this tan colour and your matte black colour, same as the Glock in the other cases. Obviously still nice stamped Sig logo on there, a decent hinge, solid ABS plastic, again finger grooves on there, padlock holes there, again good old Sig Sauer pull. There you go, even tells you how to open it, look. Again, but with these ones you lift from the bottom and then unhook the top. So it hooks on, so it's a good sturdy clip, that is. Yeah, so up and then lift out. Like that, makes it more sturdy. Oh, I wonder what Sig we have in here. Oh, I've only got one Sig. So there you go, Sig Sauer case, look. and the foam falls out. You see I've tried to glue it down, but it just keeps falling out. So unlike this one, the Glock one, that's really good quality foam, by the way, apart from it does fall out. Yeah, that's the same good quality foam as the Glock, but at least the Glock case, they've thought about it, and it's got no thing in it. I've had to try and glue it down. Besides that, though, it's still a good case. So we have our Emperor Scorpion here, and you see the size of this case. It's actually a lot bigger than the other standard size cases. I mean, you know, you've seen the videos, you've seen the real steels, you've seen the size of a 1911. They're hench. They are beasts, yeah? Again, empty, yeah. So yeah, all clear on that front. So yeah, again, I lift it, comes straight off, keep the instructions under there. Again, good quality foam. You can see where it's been already. I've only had this case a couple of weeks. It's already sort of softened the foam, but again, it's really sturdy. It's good foam. Again, I can always just change it up and put the pistol there. Again, if I hopefully will be getting the We the People at some point down the line, that'll probably go there, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm running out of space. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back in the new year and find some space. But yeah, definitely well worth it. Sturdy cases. Definitely fit another pistol in there easily. Even fit the other normal pistols. The normal pistol case, you can fit 2 pistols in there. So yeah. But again, loads of room for your accessories. If you wanted to mount torches on there and keep your torches in here, extra magazines, etc., your CO2, all that great stuff. But yeah, again, good hardened ABS plastic, good way to look after your airgun, etc. Happy with that. And just clip it back on there. Again, attach it onto the lips, and off it goes. Good old Sig Sauer case. Now then, this next one I quite like. You've seen in the videos again before, but Beretta M9A3, and this is actually from the US, the United States. Got it off eBay. It was quite pricey because of the, you know, again, this is what the real firearm comes in from Beretta. It comes in a cardboard box, and then within the cardboard box you get this, which is actually a really good idea. Obviously, replicates a ammo tin. It is waterproof. It's got waterproof seals inside, a lot of foam. And again, it's nice branded look. It just spices up your collection, keeps them safe. Beretta M9A3. Yeah. Oh, he says things rattling inside, probably the CO2. But yeah, look at that. Really decent, high quality. Good hinge again. Excellent carrier handle. Again, that folds down. But then to get into it, again, flick up and lift that up. This could be padlocked, as you can see there as well. And then we lift it up, and voila. Yeah, that was my CO2 rattling about there. But again, the real steel, you do get, there's where the mags sit. You get your padlock and tools in there. I keep the paperwork for it, instructions down the side, because that's where the real steel is. And then again, this bit of foam here protects the top of the pistol, so it gives it a nice good seal. And then look, here's your seals in here. It's actually got quite a waterproof seal in here, look, around the outside. And the foam again protects the top of the pistol. And I just think it's really good. It makes me want to get spare mags for it, just to fill the gap, you know. But yeah, again, keep the magazine in there where it's meant to be. But for this one, there's the Allen key, Allen wrench. And again, because there's quite a bit of space in here, keep my CO2 in there. Good old Humorex. I would stick to these, by the way. I don't want to digress too much, but just use Humorex. They've already got some good silicone oil in here. They've got oils which can maintain your seals, etc. A few others are quite cheap, but use them, it's good. They're the BBs that I got with it for free, so I thought keep them in the packet. You never know, just in case. And then CO2 in there, happy days. And again, we'll just cheeky look at the M9A3. This is the green edition. It was sold quite cheap at £100. Yes, £100 a lot of money, but in airgun terms, for an M9A3 from Mumarex, that's quite cheap because no one was buying these nice olive green ones, and I thought, well, why not? Because they do black and silver, they do black, they do tan, FDE. Yeah. Again, all nice and clear. Yeah, cracking pistol. But anyway, I thought, such a nice pistol, I need to get a decent case for it. And I just randomly wondered. It just popped into my head one day. Because obviously, again, I watch unboxings, I watch any, real live firearm videos on YouTube. And I thought, I wonder if, any sellers in the US or anywhere in the world are selling the cases for their firearms. But I thought, I'll give it a chance, you never know. And again, that just sits in there perfect, look. Safe as houses. And I thought, you know what? Let's see if they do a case, like someone's selling their case maybe, even though I think it's a really decent case. I like to call it an alley case. It's pretty Gucci in my eyes. Again, put the lip on there and close it. Sorted. But yeah, and I thought, anyone selling these? And lo and behold, they actually were. And got it, sent all the way from America to here. And it arrived nice and safe, which I was extremely happy about. And again, obviously, because the Airgun is a one-on-one replica, it fits straight in. So yeah, I was well chuffed. So I thought, oh well, what a cool way to keep my Airguns, So yeah. Again, decent ABS plastic, solid. Again, this is to keep the real firearm, the real steel, intact. So there you go. I thought, what a perfect way to store my airgun in the actual real steel case. Some people may think it's sad, but oh well. I like it. So yeah, that's my Beretta case. Love it. Now, I'm not going to lie, the PA Resistance, this arrived a couple of days ago, all the way from Mission, Texas. Again, I thought, I was just scrolling through eBay like I normally do, and I saw this and I thought, what? No way. So I was like, right, I'm getting that. I'm not going to lie, it cost me about £100. Yeah, I know, you're all going, what the hell, dude, what the hell? But I thought, what the hell? Pistol that's been on the channel for a long time, the Springfield XDM. And now, as you know from the channel, I have the 3.8 inch, the compact version of the XDM, which you'll see in a second, obviously, when I open the case. But if you've seen the size of this case, you've seen how small the pistol is. So when I open the case, you'll see why the hell have they made such a massive case for it. I'll tell you why. So again, solid ABS plastics. It's protecting the real steel firearm. Secure hinges on it. Branded XDM trademark. Again, this has come from America. So this housed a real firearm. Not legal in California, with high capacity magazine. There you go. Solid carry handle on it. Again, nicely branded there. Springfield Armory, and then XDM. But yeah, again, your holes for your padlocks to secure it, and really good, decent, good snappy clips to clip it in place. So yeah, this is why I bought it. Voila. What on earth? As soon as I saw it on eBay, I thought, I've got to have this. Wow. I need this I need this air pistol. I need this case. People are going to probably think I'm nuts, but I thought, nah, it needs it. I mean, look at this. So the foam is obviously made to the specifications of the XDM, the 3.8. But if you were to get the 4.5 inch, you can just see there the lines in the foam there. You can take the foam out and it'll fit the 4.5 in. Absolutely brilliant. And I bought this again because it came with all the real steel accessories, everything apart from the actual live firearm. All right, so it came with the real steel, all branded XDM. You know, helps you put it depresses the top of the magazine so you can put your rounds in, and it helps you load your real steel magazine. XD gear, patent pending. So I think that's what that's for anyway. So yeah, 9mm or 40 caliber. Yeah, so I think that's to assist you in loading your live rounds. Now, look at this mag holster. So put it through your belt loop. And there you go. You can have a mag holster while you're shooting in the garden, helping you out. Solid ABS plastic. You can tighten it as well, so depending on how you want to pull your mags out and how tight you want them, you can just tighten it up with the Allen key it came with. Came with an Allen wrench, Allen key. So yeah, solid ABS plastic. I thought, brilliant, okay. Again, these are the real steel. So they're for the real firearm. They're the back straps of the real firearm, whereas the ones you get with the air pistol are them ones. All right. So I do need another mag to put in there, by the way. So I'm going to buy another mag. Yeah, and there's another mag sort of space there. But yeah, that's the real steel back straps. Looks quite authentic. I thought I'd put them in there. They're the mag extensions you get with this airgun to put on the mags. For the mag extensions. So I thought, oh well, they can just sit in there then. And I bet you that's where the real ones go, because they fit in there perfectly, even though they came with the airgun. And then this is what I thought was pretty cool about it. You get, I love how everything, all the foam is moulded to the kit. And I thought, that's amazing. Imagine if they actually issued airguns like this, sold airguns like this. Look at that. Paddle holster. Literally slip that onto your jeans, your trousers, whatever you're wearing, and you can tighten it up however tight you want it. We've got a holster there. All branded XDM gear. So if I just hit the pistol, again, empty, no CO2 in it. Again, that's where your mag extension comes from. So it doesn't look too silly, you see. And again, 3.8 XDM. Again, empty. Very nice, very nice. Yes, sorry, digress. So there you go. That way. Again, look, it's even got a cutout for the sights, look, see? So you put the mag in there, not the mag, the pistol in there. Look at that. Sorted. And then again, you can tighten that nut up there, and it depends how, you know, that will hold it in place. So someone's clearly had the real firearm in there, because that ain't falling out. I've got to pull that quite hard to get it out. And you can tighten that up slightly, however you want it. Bit of a child really, but I thought that looks really cool. You know, look, free mag with it, all branded. So next time I shoot in the garden, could do a bit of transition training maybe with the old Crossman R1 and have this on my hip and do some transition shooting maybe. But yeah, look at that, and that's, you know, that comes with it. Tell you what, Springfield Army know how to do it, don't they? And look, all the foam, it's all moulded for you. But yeah, again, I do need some spare magazines because it's looking a bit empty at the moment. So yeah, and that's where the real magazines would go. Perfect fit, perfect fit. I mean, it's even got the cutout for the old adapter there. So yeah, until I get some spare magazines for this, I will keep the magazine in the pistol for now. And then again, look, it's even made for the pistol to have a mag in it, and then you can have 1, 2 mags there. You can take that bit of foam out, have 3 spare mags in there. So yeah, what I do like about this as well, again, this is when you get a real firearm from America, they test fire it. Again, this is cleared customs, this is perfectly legal. It's perfectly legal, it's been fired, as you can see, there's the proof. Again, this is what they do when they make firearms in America. They fire off a test round to see, obviously, that it works and it's safe. And then they give you sometimes either the target they've used to say they've tested it, or they give you the casing. This is only the casing, not the live round, or it wouldn't have got past customs. This has gone through all the legal channels. It has gone through customs. It's all legal. It is all legit. Or, trust me, it wouldn't have been delivered. So anyway, this is someone's signature on here. The real steels... the real steel's details, but then there you go, and there's your 9mm casing that's been fired, but that was from the real steel. This is just an airgun. But yeah, this is what it came with. So basically the seller sold this from Texas with all of its paperwork. Again, this is my paperwork, what I got with it. This is, again, the Pel Pack's information. That's the instruction manual for the Airgun, as you can see there. Very well illustrated, by the way. Very good in manual. Again, the Cybergun Gumph. And then just to make it, right, this is the real stuff now, just to make it a little bit authentic, it came with this as well. The actual operation and safety manual for the Real Steel XDM. Yeah. And I'll tell you something now, it's not far off the Airgun. Yeah, it's not far off the Airgun instruction manual. It's more or less the same. The Real Steel is, more or less the same as the Airgun. But again, Springfield Armory, under license from Air Venturi, make this, so there you go. Instructions, and then this is the gear and how to look after it, the warranties, and some more. There you go, there's the accessories that you get with the real XDM. So I thought, you know what, to keep it authentic, I'll just keep that. But yeah, again, all legal about the casing, by the way. It's all good. Yeah, came with it from eBay, you see, all through customs and everything, all legit. So, and then that goes on there, and then cleverly enough, Springfield Armory leave a bit of a gap in the foam so you can keep all your paperwork in it. And then lo and behold, it just clips back in. Look at that. And then we'll keep that in there. And then finally, this is what I know a lot of Americans say these are quite cheap locks. Again, I don't own a real firearm. I've been around real firearms for about 22 years. But I don't privately own my own firearm, apart from air guns, you see. So these are the actual locks that are more or less the same you get with every brand of pistol that comes, or rifle that comes in from them in America. And that little red sort of bit of plastic is what you get. It sits in the chamber, and it just, when you first take a real firearm outside its casing or its box, it's actually got that red plastic in it, just to let you know that it's safe and there's no round in the chamber. It goes in the chamber. But yeah, look, all branded XD padlock. Yeah, and that's for the real firearm, and that's what a lot of the firearms in America come with. And that's even got a foam slot for it. So yeah, folks, this was meant to be a short video. I just wanted to bring you a video because I know I've got quite a few subscribers now, and I want to say thank you so much to everyone who subscribes. Seriously, I'm not in this for the fame. I'm not in it for anything. I'm not in it for... I just want to get information out there that I would want to know about air guns to see if I want to buy them first, etc. And I just thought, you know what, I've got all these different cases and branded cases, and I thought I might just share that with you to see what you think. You might want to trying to get some cases yourself. Best thing to do is if you've got a certain case in mind that you might like a Colt 1911 case or a wooden case or any pistol air rifle you've got. Just look on eBay and say the actual branded weapon and see if it comes up, and that's how I've bought these, you see. The Glock and the Sig Sauer case, they came pretty quick there from a UK seller. I think they're just pretty generic, normal boxes, but again, this came all the way from Mission, Texas. So, yeah, that is the XDM. Pretty damn nice. And that is definitely safe. So, yeah, folks, yeah, again, I keep digressing, but many thanks for watching, subscribing and liking. It's massively appreciated. Please do keep subscribing and liking and watching, because it does make me rather happy knowing that people have already commented saying, you know, oh, you've made my mind up now, I'm going to buy this one, and so on and so forth. And it makes me happy to know that, because that's my sole intent, is to inform people, because, you know, they bring out a new air weapon. A lot of websites aren't very good at displaying the air weapons. Yes, they'll say what they're made of, how the action is, but you just want to see how it, you know, how it operates, how it shoots, how it, you know, does it lock back after last shot, does it do this, does it do that? So that's all I wanted to do. Anyway, that's why I started the channel. So I just wanted to thank you all very much for watching and subscribing. I can't believe I've got over 500 subscribers. That is absolutely nuts. Yes, I know there's people with tens of thousands of subscribers, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, but I'm just so thankful I've got over 500. I can't believe it. I'm very, very shocked. But stand by if you want to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's when something might be getting given away. So yeah, anyway, stay tuned for that. Guys, girls, people, thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Take care.